Hey, thanks for joining me to talk about cycling and tradition in Port St. Lucie, Florida, and the rest of the Treasure Coast. I'm getting ready for my daily ride out here in tradition. I'm a semi-competitive cyclist and a recreational cyclist, but this information and some of the information applies to anybody, whether you're riding a few miles here and there, or riding the free electric bike, or you're riding 6 days a week and like to race around like me. So, if you want to know what cycling is like in tradition in Port St. Lucie, stick around. So the first thing I want to kind of talk about is, boy, do I miss a basement. As you see, I have to be really creative in my office inside and in my garage to accommodate all the bikes I have and all the equipment that comes with riding. But you can make it work if you just have some planning and some ideas. I use the steady rack system. And the steady rack system doesn't hurt the carbon wheels, and it swivels, makes it easy to get bikes on and off, and your wall is protected from the back wheel with these little brackets. So how about I take you around and show you a little bit and talk about the different aspects of cycling in Port St. Lucie and in tradition in general, and see you in a minute. Another thing that's related to cycling is the weather here in Florida. So let's talk about the weather and the terrain. Well, first the terrain. There are no hills here in Southeast Florida, which is terrible for a mid-climber like myself, but you get used to it. There's very little freewheeling here. You're constantly pedaling. There's a little section in Jensen Beach around Skyline Drive where you can get 500 feet of climbing in about 20 miles. So with that and the overpasses, you can get a ride with some climbing. Now the weather, if you ride from 6:30 in the morning till about 9, the weather is humid, but the highs in the 70s and low 80s. It's actually quite comfortable. You can ride from 7 at night until 8:30 and also get a cool evening breeze. But because of the heat, I suggest doing more road cycling in the summer where the wind from moving at 15-20 miles an hour keeps you cool. Gravel riding and mountain biking are more winter activities because of the slow speed and the high humidity. Don't get me wrong, you can ride mountain bike and gravel bike in the mornings, but the soggy ground and high humidity make it a little less enjoyable. The rest of the year, 6 or 7 months, the weather is perfect. No more thick gloves, cold feet, leggings, multiple layers. This is a cyclist's dream. The weather is great for cycling for all disciplines. So let's go take a ride. Hey, I'm out riding down to lunch and to grab a coffee at Tradition Square on part of 22 miles of the Tradition Trail. If you want to bike for light fitness or recreation, the open bike lanes and this T-Trail can get you anywhere you want to go safely. So Port St. Lucie was just named the safest county for cycling in Florida. And that's due to the open space out west here in tradition, the numerous bike lanes and the dedicated bike paths throughout the county. And as I've already mentioned, the Tradition Trail, which isn't actually a trail, but 22 miles of paved surface for cycling, is one of the reasons for the safety. So here I am right in front of St. Lucie County Fairgrounds at Okeechobee Road. Not to be confused with Okeechobee Boulevard, which is further down south. Okeechobee Road is a paved path that can go almost 60 miles from Fort Pierce almost to Lake Okeechobee. And the best thing about it is it's uninterrupted. There's no stoplights, no stop signs, no cars, incredibly safe. Whether you're riding 5 miles just for recreation or you want to get a good hard time trial workout in, this is a great place to go. This here is a walkway over top of Okeechobee Road. It's closed, but it's open during the fair because they use it for parking on this side. That's a place we used to start and end some rides. This is a great place to ride. Incredibly safe, good for roadies, good for anybody. Come on up and check it out. You can follow me on Strava and you can see the routes, or you can contact me. My information's in the description below. Hey, let's just say gravel's your thing. Port St. Lucie has a ton of gravel roads out to the north and the east, or the north and the west. I mean, miles upon miles of gravel road. Great routes, Strava segments, and a few events. So if you're interested in gravel, it'll work for you here. Here I am at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. I'm gonna ride the trails here, about 8-mile loop. There's many more trails weaved through in and out of this thing, but 8 miles. So the trails are a little sandy, but they're technical. There's some features and it's some flowing spots. I'll stop and take some shots of the area so you can see what mountain biking's like on the Treasure Coast. See, most of this trail is incredibly flowy, very sandy, rocky, loose. A good bike handler can beat somebody with pretty good fitness through here. And it can be ridden for fun, or it could be ridden at speed competitively. If you're interested in group rides, you can join the Vero Cycling Club, which organizes rides in Port St. Lucie, or the Treasure Coast Cycling Association. The Vero Beach Cycling Club in particular is well organized and well attended, and there are rides of all types. You can also go to the shops, either Sprockets, which is right in Tradition, or you can drive down to Cycle Works, where the individual shops have rides of varying levels for all different kinds of cyclists. While there's not an official Port St. Lucie or Tradition Cycling Club yet, there are pickup rides. One leaves at 7:30 on Saturday mornings from Publix, just north of Tradition on Crosstown Parkway. And that ride averages 22 to 25 miles an hour for about 40 miles. Another ride leaves Saturday from 8 o'clock at the soccer fields at the corner of Crosstown Parkway and California Avenue. That ride's a little slower at 19 to 20 miles an hour. But like Cycle Works on Route 1 and Crosstown Parkway and Sprockets also have pickup rides for varying level cyclists, and you can call them for more information on the rides. I put a link in their phone numbers in the description below. So there you have it. I hope you got an overview of cycling in Port St. Lucie, and if you have any questions about cycling or you're thinking about moving to the area, give me a call. My information is on the screen and in the description below. And remember to like and subscribe, help others find this information. So I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.